In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you what happened to all three of my dogs, Ruby, Ella, and Josie. So this all started back on April 21st of 2021, just last week. As you can see, this is Ruby in the morning. I could tell right away something wasn't right. I got up with her around 1:30 in the morning and she had puked, and that's not like her to puke. She just didn't look right, so I just stayed up with her for the rest of the night and, of course, early morning. And as you can see, Ruby just stops. This is not like her. She would not move. I was trying to call her name and she was disoriented. She really didn't know where she was. So I went out there in the snow and grabbed her and brought her in, and I knew something just wasn't right. Shortly after Ruby came in, her paw started to curl. Now, for those that don't know, Ruby had 2 cancers. She's been battling it for 3 years now. And the harsh radiation treatments that she went through, these are the side effects of stiffening of the muscles, muscle spasms. But this was different this time. I stayed by her side. I rubbed her legs, just reassuring her that mommy was there. Just reassuring her, everything's going to be okay. I kept strengthening her leg and just trying to keep her relaxed. She just was very agitated, and I'm like, that's it. I'm calling the vet. So thank goodness 2 of my daughters work at the vet, and I was describing to them what is going on. Again, you can see Ruby's paw curling. So after I took Ruby to the vet on 4/21/21, you're going to see everything highlighted that they tested Ruby for, and they gave her an injection for nausea and the antibiotic, which is 250 milligrams. Again, it is highlighted, but I will type it out right here so you can see. Also, the following day, on the 22nd, Ella and Josie started doing the same thing. Puking, diarrhea, lethargic. You could see Ella here. She was in so much pain she could barely move. And a lot of you know, my dogs are very playful. They're always, running around, playing, chasing each other, all happy. This was bad. I would take them outside, watch them very closely. I did collect a stool sample that very morning, took them into the vet, had them tested, and sure enough, it came back just like Ruby. Again, I will write right here on what they found. Now, the only thing I can think of that could have poisoned my dogs was this fresh pet that I've been giving my dogs. This is what they had on the 20th. So the night before Ruby got sick. I checked the date, I made sure it wasn't expired, and I just purchased it that night before that at Kroger. So the vet really thinks it was something with the food. I also give him this Dog Joy. Now, again, I'm not 100% sure that this is what caused the bacteria in all 3 of my dogs, but it's the only thing that's really making sense at this time. The doctor asked if there was something the dogs could have got into outside, or any chemicals or any dead animals, and I'm like, no. This is Ruby right here after she got the injection of fluid underneath her skin. As you can see how puffy it is, because she was very dehydrated because she puked non-stop, and diarrhea was like water. She was very lethargic. She did have a low-grade fever. You can just see how she cannot get comfortable. I stayed by her side. I was not going to leave her. Again, that same day, after, getting the fluids, getting the shot, I took her outside. Again, she really didn't know where she was going. She tried to go to the bathroom multiple times. This is a bunch of the phlegm. And right there, you can see Josie. This is what they did. So please keep an eye on your dogs and your cats. Only you know what is normal and what's not. I always check on my dogs every single day. Anything that I notice that's not right, I take note and keep sharp eyes on them. Ruby kept that fluid under her skin for about a day and a half. Shortly after, about the third day after being on pain meds, and they are on a strict diet, I've been boiling chicken, rice, hamburger, feeding them by hand. They get their medication twice a day. I make sure they drink and they don't get dehydrated. I make sure that they don't overdo it. The other day, they tried to play a little bit and they start puking again. So just always keep an eye on your animals, because you just never know. Again, I really think it was something in that dog food. I have called them and made a report. I sent the pictures and information to her vet, so they have it on record too. So I'm hoping the word gets out. I don't think I'll ever purchase that dog food again. I'm just too scared to. To see my dogs go through this was very heartbreaking. And a lot of you know how much I love my dogs, and I know a lot of you love my dogs. A dog and a cat, our animals, they don't have a voice. You have to be their voice. Only you can help them. So just please always keep an eye on your pets, know their surroundings, and the dogs are doing much better, although Ruby had a slight minor seizure last night. I'm just really upset about seeing that firsthand. I was just a nervous wreck. I started screaming for my husband. What happened with Ruby? I just think what's triggering it is when she gets overly excited. I have noticed that over time when she would start getting her tremors. Shortly after she's playing with her sisters or happy that, mommy's home or daddy's home, she starts having these convulsions kind of incidents and breathing real heavy. But yesterday she almost stopped breathing and her tongue was purple and that. So I just wanted to let you guys know that my dogs are doing better, but I'm still keeping a close eye on them. They have a couple more days of their medication. So again, I want to say thank you for all of your love and prayers. Love you guys.